Please press 1 to connect to 949.
Today I'm playing debt collector. Hey, how are you doing?
Good, buddy, what's up?
Not too much, man. Just following up with you. We haven't gotten payments on those 3 invoices, and I've sent you a few texts. I just haven't heard back from you.
I did get a new phone. I don't know if that had an issue with it. Had to get some texts, so I don't have that right in front of me right now. What's that balance?
Total is $37.50.
Yeah, that was about $3,000. I submitted your invoices to corporate like, fuck, dude. 2 weeks after you did all the work.
Yeah, I think our oldest one we have here is back to the beginning of December. Yeah, December 8th, it looks like. So
You can get them in my email, so I got them already.
Yeah.
And I put them in my submittal stuff. I'll follow up in that submittal and check how's going on.
Yeah, if you could follow on, that would be great.
I'll do that, buddy. And I'll call you probably tomorrow.
Okay, I appreciate it.
Alright?
Thank
I appreciate you, man. You did a good job.
Thanks, man. Bye-bye. Oh, this is the downside to working with contractors or anyone that likes to pay net 30. This is a very rare occurrence. This contractor here, let's take a look. We have a total outstanding balance of $3,750. The oldest going back to December, beginning of December, end of December, and then beginning of January. So you may think I'm crazy that I have $3,700 out on a customer. However, this customer has a proven track record of working with us, hiring us consistently, and so we have including this $3,700 outstanding bill, we have a lifetime value with this customer at just over $10,000. So I don't really worry when I have a history with the client. Obviously, you can never be 100% because you never know who's going to file bankruptcy, who's going to do what. I tend to get lenient on past dues like this, but it all comes down to the history I have with the client, how much we've done for them in the past. So, I mean, right now, altogether, open invoices that we have, a lot of net 30s. We're sitting right around, where is it at? Go to House Call Pro. We have about 18 grand in open invoices that we haven't gotten paid on, which you may think is a lot, but in reality, that's not enough. I would prefer to be sitting around 30 grand of open work. 30 to 50 grand in open work would be a much better place of where I would want to be. Again, you may think that's crazy, but this current amount is just, I think, because we're coming out of this slower time of the year. So I would say towards the end of summer, we'll probably be right around 50-ish, 30 to 50 in open invoices, which, I mean, we've never had any bad debt. We've never had to take anyone to court. We've never had to do any of that. Never had to send anyone to collections. Let's see. My oldest open invoice right now is one that I'm probably not going to get paid on. In reality, it's $148. They made their payment. The card didn't process. My guys didn't catch it. So I don't think that they're going to pay, but at $148, it's really not worth the stress or the time to chase after them, get lawyers involved, send demand letters. I mean, that's just a learning lesson, that cost us $148. So, I mean, we'll see. I'll still resend them the invoice and bug them enough. Maybe they'll pay. That doesn't take more than a couple seconds. So today is just an office day for me, getting things caught up, working on payroll right now. Specifically pulling reports on tips to see how the guys did last week on their tips so I can get that divided up for them. And on their checks, we got to submit payroll by Thursday. Money comes out of our accounts on, we have to submit payroll on Wednesday, and money comes out of our accounts on Thursday, and they get paid on Friday. So we switched our guys over to, let's see, divided by 2. All right. We switched our guys to being on payroll a while ago. Fall of 2021. However, I wish we would have done it at the beginning of 2021. So again, we opened the business early or late or October 2020, made it official, the beginning of January of 2021. We kept our guys as 1099s all the way through towards the end of the year. We didn't really know what this was going to turn into. We had ideas and it just took off. So we're like, okay, end of the year, time to get our guys on payroll. We were just paying them as 1099. So tax wise, it wasn't beneficial. We were putting ourselves as, just straight self-employed. So we had our self-employment taxes that we were going to have to pay. So we made all those changes at the end of 2021. So fall of 2021, we got all of our guys on payroll. Where's Philip at? Phil. We got them all on payroll. And so from, I want to say it was September, October, November, and December. Maybe the last quarter. So we got them on payroll, got them set up, and, we've been on payroll since then. However, earlier this year or last year at some point, I don't really know when it started, but there's something called the ERC, the Employee Retention Tax Credit, which basically meant if you kept people employed throughout COVID, you kept them working instead of laying them off. And if your industry was affected by COVID, then you could apply for the ERC credit. So our industry was drastically affected by COVID because we no longer could go into people's homes. We were really forced to only do curbside pickups. We were forced to do things from the side of the yard. We weren't allowed to interact with our customers, which if you've been in this industry, this is a sales job. Yeah, we pick up junk, we pick up trash, we load trucks, but in reality, your lead drivers are salesmen. And when you can't personally interact with that person that you're trying to sell, it makes it pretty difficult. So all those years were great. It still negatively impacted our industry. So once I learned about the ERC, we hired an attorney to handle it. So they submitted it all. We're actually still waiting on our payment. We were supposed to get our payment. They estimated our payment was supposed to be like in, I want to say January or December, early December. But, government and money, they take it quick. They don't give it back so quick. So I think our total credit was like 15 or 16 grand. Of course, the attorneys are going to take like 20% of it, but I felt more comfortable having an attorney do it so that it got done correctly and I didn't mess anything up. So we'll get the difference of that at some point. But I wish we would have had everyone on payroll from the beginning, because if we would have had everyone on payroll from January 1st to the end of the year, assuming that we got, let's just say 15 grand for one quarter, that would have been an easy 60 grand at least, if not more, because it would have been all the summer hours. So, oh well, I kept people off trying to save money and not do all the payroll stuff, and I lost out. So, anyways, I don't know if we'll ever have anything like that again, but you should get your employees set up. If you have your guys categorized as 1099 self-employed, you are in the black. You're in the gray area. You are not doing things properly. Basically, what it comes down to is if the people that you're hiring to work for you have to wear your uniform, if you tell them what time to be at work, if you tell them how to do their job, or they are using any of your tools or trucks or equipment, they are employees. They are not contractors. So you definitely don't want to get caught. It's not a pretty penalty. But yeah, so just working in the office today. Let's see here. No sick hours, none of that. It's a slow day today, by the way. We are, let's see, what are we at? Today's Wednesday, and we have 0 junk removal jobs. So again, I posted yesterday a video about, or maybe this morning, I think this morning, about how freaking unpredictable our schedule has been. We go from crazy days like Monday and Tuesday to 0 jobs today. We have dumpsters going out. So Philip's out working, picking up dumpsters and delivering. He's got a little bit left to do, but he'll probably be, let's see. Looks like he just has one more pickup to do. And it's 1:16 now. By the time he picks that up, it'll take him forever to get to the dump and back. So I probably won't have him dump anything. It doesn't really, I don't think it benefits us to have him be out for another 2.5 hours, 2 hours plus to go and dump a dumpster. We can get that stuff taken care of on Friday. Philip is off tomorrow, so I'll be back on the truck tomorrow. That is if we have work. So as of right now, we got 1 job lined up for tomorrow. So we'll see what ends up happening from there. But back to payroll. There's tons of great options out there online. I personally used Gusto. Then I got swindled and sold, and I went over to ADP. And I guess for the season, it was great because we were paying for this really awesome HR package, which we definitely needed in that time, just to make sure we were making all the right moves and decisions, and making sure we were doing and saying what we needed to do. And anyways, but it was expensive, man. And they still call me every week to this day. We'd like to know why you would blah, 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 trying to get me back. And I've told them a million times, leave me alone. Leave me alone. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to do anything. Leave me alone. Anyways, we went back to Gusto. We kept ADP probably for like 8 or 9 months, and I swear to you, every couple of days I'd log into my account and they were pulling more money. I'm like, what is this for? What is this for? What is this for? So back on Gusto, doing it all ourselves. It doesn't take much time at all. It's worth doing it yourself. So anyways, I'm just rambling now, so that's it for now. In a little bit, once I finish doing up some office work, I'm going to go back out to the garage and get back to organizing. It's been about 10 days since I've been back in there. I've been super behind on videos, super behind on editing. So I'm going to finish a little work, edit another video so it can post tomorrow. I'm going to try to get back to posting one every day, every other day, at least during the week. And then head out to the garage and do a little work in there. So we'll catch you here in a bit. All right, real quick. I am submitting my workers' comp payment right now. And I just wanted to, I was kind of laughing, so I wanted to share with you the difference that we pay on a clerical employee for workers' comp and the difference that we pay for a junk removal employee on workers' comp. So on a clerical, let's do this. Let's do 1 employee in each category. And we're going to use $1,000 as the baseline for payment. So for every $1,000 of pay, this is what we're paying in workers' comp. So for a clerical employee, for every $1,000, we are paying $2.60 in workers' comp. I would have no problem paying that. I wish everybody was a clerical employee. For the junk removal, let's see here. Sorry, I got a text. For junk removal, 1 employee, $1,000. We are paying $127.10 per $1,000. So if you're at $127.10 plus the $1,000 that you paid for that employee, or that you paid that employee, plus your payroll taxes, plus your the state crap and all of the 401k. Sorry, total brain. I've only had half my coffee. Plus all your 401k contributions and all of that. That $1,000 gets much closer to $1,300 to $1,500. Not $1,500. That's exaggerating. That $1,000 gets much closer to probably $1,300-ish, right around there, maybe a little more. So I don't know. Maybe this will probably be a really bad or a really good video, just showing you a little bit more of the back office. Someone yesterday or the day before posted, "Hey, I want to see more junk removal jobs. I want to see more cleanouts." You're not going to get a lot of that here. I'm off the truck for the most part. We have our new guy starting next week training. So a lot of the videos thus far have been me like driving and in the truck, delivering dumpsters. So you probably won't get a lot of that content here. If you get that content, it's because it's a good sized job or it's a commercial client that I want to be on site for. But you won't get as much day in the life content. I am on the truck tomorrow because Philip is off. So you'll get some sprinkled in here and there, but it won't be like most of these junk removal channels out here that are strictly like day in the life, every day hauling junk, which depending on how you look at it, if your goal is to get out of the truck and you want to kind of see what that looks like, what that transition, how that transition happens and what you should be doing once you're off the truck. Because believe it or not, once you're off the truck, it doesn't mean you're on vacation 24/7. This is definitely where you want to be. Definitely subscribe, like, comment, interact. Let me know the things that you want to see and could benefit you, could save you time. I've wasted a ton of time over the last year. Well, when I was off the truck over a year ago. I'm being very intentional now about what my schedule is going to be like when I am officially off the truck after training, so beginning of next month. So you'll see more of that here than actual junk removal hauling, but you'll either like it or you won't. Either way, I'm cool. Hang out or not, but hopefully you do. All right, so payroll is submitted, workers' comp is submitted. I'm just going to take a quick look at our bills and see, or just make sure that that I didn't miss anything. I have a little spreadsheet. I call it my break-even spreadsheet, but it's really just a list of all of our bills, when they're due. Most of our bills are due kind of this portion of the month, this, I would say middle to second, third. But I just want to make sure that I didn't, I paid that card off. That's $0. Paid off the Home Depot card. I couldn't justify buying all these new tools and stuff without paying off that card. It just didn't make sense. So yeah, it looks like the only thing I got left to come out for the month is our inland marine insurance, House Call Pro, and Yelp. Yeah, Yelp, which... yeah, that's it. Everything else is paid for. So this is the time of the month where depending on how the month's gone, I'm either going to be stressing like crazy, or the last 10-ish days to 2 weeks of the month are a little bit more breathing room because the majority of the bills for the month are done and we can breathe, or I can breathe a little bit more. So that's it. I think this video is going to be really boring. I could be wrong. We'll see. So let's talk about fuel cards real quick. So as your business begins to grow and you decide to expand and you want to get out of the truck, you don't really think about a few things, at least we didn't, until we were kind of stuck in an interesting situation. So one of those is going to be fuel cards. So, or really how your guys or your gals in the truck pay for things when you're not sitting in the passenger seat or you're not driving the truck. So what we did, which I would not recommend, is we just gave them one of the debit cards. So we had a card for me, one for my wife, and the guys got my wife's card and I got my card. The downside to that is it's not the right way to do it. Some places that check ID will not take the card, which we've run into that a few times, and then you have to hope you guys have the cash to pay it, and then you have to reimburse them, and that's just not fair to them. What else? Let's see. There's a lot of different ways. So we ran that way forever. Finally, late last year, I was like, okay, enough is enough. We need to switch things up. So we got fuel cards. I do have my wallet. So we use Coast, C-O-A-S-T. Now, there is a ton of different options out there, okay? I think Fuel Man is another one. I don't know. There's a ton. Highly recommend it. It's basically a credit card that's designed just for fuel. You can also set it up so that it can have specific expenses to it. This is why we use it, and this is why it is important. You can set parameters. You can say, hey, my guy with this specific card can only use it on this specific truck. And when he puts the card in the machine, he has to put in how many miles are in there, so you can start tracking data for maintenance reasons. You can say he can only spend or use this card within this radius. He can only spend. All right, everyone, we are making some progress in the garage. I didn't do any time lapses because I didn't really know exactly what I was doing yet. It was really honestly just moving all the junk from this side over here, cleaning that up, throwing away everything I didn't want, putting the stuff I did want back over here, rearranging some of the shelves, and then just kind of moving mess around, I guess, and throwing away the things that I don't need or that I haven't used in years. So here's kind of the general breakdown as of right now. So far, I've still only purchased these 2 shelves. Pretty sure I'm gonna buy another one of these. I like the idea of being able to close it and let all the crap be inside so you don't really see the mess, but here we go. So this will be the cabinet I've talked about where our guys can come in and grab whatever it is that they need. So starting from the top, straps. They don't use them very often, but available if needed. Backup or replacement, I should say, safety vest. We have a ton of work gloves, large and extra large. Ideally, I want the guys going through 1 a month, but they can come get them as needed. So these are the best ones we've found. Best price point too. So best gloves for the price point. Right now at Costco, you can get a pack of 6 for $35, which is great, but you have to buy it online. In store, I think it's 3 for $30. So, all right, ratchet straps, safety vest, large gloves, extra large gloves, replacement first aid kits if needed. These are just through in there for now, but over here we have Phillips. So large Phillips, smaller Phillips, large flat, smaller flat. You have your standard, your SAE Allen wrenches. These are just here for now. These I need to install onto our dumpster, so that's what that's for now. These will eventually go in there, which these are just going to be backup little sockets for the impact drill. Not sockets, but you know what I mean. 4 measuring tapes. There should always be a measuring tape in the truck in case they stop to do a quote for a demo or a shed or anything like that. You have box cutters, box cutter blades. In here you have, so let's see, we have our metal blades and we have more of our demo blades. I used to buy all the carbide tip stuff, but when you're not on the truck and you know, it's just, you know, at the end of the day, these end up lasting just as long as some of the nicer carbide tip blades. So over here I have the carbide tip, and then these right here, if you ever have to cut rebar, these things are amazing. Lennox thick, I think it's thick metal. Yep, Lennox thick metal. However, each one of these is going to be about $17. So we used to use those before we bought the metal demo saw down here. But anyways, so 3 different types of Sawzall blades. You have masks, ear protection, electrical tape, and then down here we only have 1 of each of these 3. The truck has 1 of each 3 in there as well. I don't know if the truck necessarily needs all 3, but we'll see. Same thing, just kind of going through with some of our most common tools that we use in the truck. There still are some demo tools in here, but I think I'll eventually move those over to a different cabinet completely. Safety glasses, just some general pens. These were the kits that the blades came in. I kept 1 just in case. Sledgehammers, I definitely don't need to have 3 sledgehammers right now, but that's what happens when you're not keeping track of what the heck you have. So it makes you waste money on things that you don't need. These by far are my favorite. These are disposable green gloves. We get those from Harbor Freight pretty affordably. Down here I had all the truck maintenance stuff. I did move that though. I'll move that back to one of those cabinets when I buy it. So For now, this is kind of what I have set up. These are just random things that I don't necessarily use every day or every week. This is for bigger demo quotes. This is for demos also. Keep obviously our trucks clean. This is when we were doing some moving stuff, but I've really moved away from that. That's a security camera for the yard that I never installed. This is backup mask and ear protection. I don't know. I think it'll take us forever to get through those over there, but we'll see. This will be where all the Milwaukee batteries charge, I think. And then here is where we have, you know, backup tarp, backup air filter for the truck. I just put one on yesterday, so that's why we're down one. And right now we have 2 full sets of filters and 2 full sets of oil. The oil in the Ram is getting changed on Tuesday. So realistically, once that happens, I'll be able to drop this shelf a little bit. And I'll just have all 3 filters in one row and then 3 jugs of oil and the air filter. So a lot of this shelf will get freed up because everything will be moved up one. I need to still order the front. I believe these are the rear brake pads for the Ram. So I just need to order another ones for the front just so we can always have them in just in case. Then you got your grease gun. I don't know if you've ever messed with one of these, but you get grease everywhere. So just some shop towels. Backup grease. That is just some different fuel injector cleaners. Then we have our jack stands. This is just replacement lighting for the trailer. This I lost a long time ago. I need to put it back on the trailer. Found it in here. Some antifreeze. This is paint for the dumpsters. Down there, still a little junk pile. Don't really have a home for all that. Over here, up here, nothing's really changed. Dumpster, yard signs, junk yard signs, marketing material. This is just still a mess. Need to organize that. This whole row is just kind of thrown together. Then we have def. I definitely went overboard. I got 12. We definitely don't go through 12 in a month. So I'll see what we go through and build up to maybe 2 more than that. So maybe we'll, I don't know, maybe we'll leave it at 8 to 10. We'll see. This isn't going to go here. This is going to be a new reel for the airline. As you can see, mine just kind of is a mess. So got this sucker off a TikTok shop, of course. This is some more demo supplies. This is the backup winch for the roll-off trailers, which these are ridiculously expensive. So it's important to have one because if that goes down, you're kind of SOL. Again, demo tools down at the bottom. You guys know what that is. This is the shelf that I had picked up. Still working on organizing this, but these are my general tools that I'll use here at the house. The guys have their sets in their truck, and I still have some backup ones over there I need to find a home for and organize, but just starting to kind of get things organized. All of our electrical connectors and everything that we need to work on the roll-off trailer. Nothing. Staplers. This will probably end up with the demo tools. Here's some more demo tools, some bits for the jackhammers. Some more just miscellaneous crap. Actually, that shouldn't be over there. That should be over there. Okay. So, as you can see, we are a work in progress, but this looks dramatically better than what it looked like a few days ago. I'm probably gonna call it for the day now. Process a little bit more of kind of what I want to organize or what I want to do next, and then go from there. But we're looking good. We have a system kind of going. Eventually I'll get these lights set up. These used to be in my wood shop, so that's just some fun finds from jobs. But once I get all these organized, then I'll go through all this crap here, and I need to get another one of these shelves to store all of these. I got to go through every one of those. Those are for all the different events that we do, and then I'll start working my way back. But a lot of this isn't even bad back here. This is just some bulky stuff. There's a lot of totes back there with woodworking tools. I just need to sell it all. So we'll see. We'll see what I end up doing there, but just slowly working on this. And yeah, that's it. I'm gonna go back inside and get a little more computer work done, and then we'll see how the day ends.